Rasulullah ﷺ used to actually seek refuge from a society with a lot of single people. He used to be worried about the ummah becoming people, a lot of single people just happy the way they are. And they're not happy the way they are, it's just that their families kept pushing them candidates that they're not interested in. And the one they wanted to marry, they're not allowed to marry. And so they say, whatever, I'll just stay single. And you know, when somebody says, I stay single, doesn't mean I stay an angel. Let's be very clear what that means. If there's a 30-year-old, and he's a professional, and he's making good money, and she's 29 years old or 28 years old, and she's graduated from school, and she's not married, that does not mean temptation hasn't come to them, sin hasn't come their way, that they've just lived this pious life like they're living in the city of Medina back in the day. And by the way, even the city of Medina had its issues. The city of Medina had pretty crazy situations. If you study the life of the Prophet ﷺ carefully, and what happened with the companions around, stuff happened. I mean, just this morning I was reading about the narration of a Sahabi who went back to Makkah, and he used to have literally a girlfriend. The words in the narration are Khalila, a girlfriend, back before he became Muslim. And she saw him and she goes, Malak, what's wrong with you? Don't you want to be alone with me again? Literally, that's what she said. And he said, well, there's Islam between you and me now. That's what he said. And she got mad at him, and she got her brothers and friends to beat him up. And he says, the only way for us now is I have to marry you. And she says, fine, marry me. He goes, I have to ask the Prophet first. Because he doesn't know if he can marry someone who's a non-Muslim. So he goes back to the Prophet ﷺ and he asked him, and then the ayat came down, لا تنكحوا المشركات. You know, don't marry mushrik women until they believe. If she wants to accept Islam, fine. If not, then no. But I digress from the point. The first point I wanted to make is, how do we make marriage easy? Because this is the way of shaitan. The way of shaitan in a society is, you make the haram easy and you make the halal difficult. And when that happens in a society, shaitan is won. Because people will gravitate towards what is easy. So today, if you want pleasure for your eyes, what can you capture on a screen, where the places you can go, the access that you have at your workplace, at your campuses, on your mobile devices, on social media platforms, on dating apps, you name it. All of that has become easy. Because human beings, men will have desire for women. That's something Allah put inside them. It's not gonna go away. Women will want companionship. It's something Allah put inside, it's in their nature. That's why families come together anyway. When the door to filthy, the impermissible is wide open, and then that young man comes to his parents and says, I think I need to get married. And then what do parents do? They humiliate this young man. Oh, can't hold it in, huh? Can't control yourself? So what we've done as parents oftentimes is oppress and suppress what naturally Allah put inside of us, especially in a time when the haram is wide open. Then you have to go out of your way to make the halal easy. You can only battle the haram by opening the doors to the halal. And to be able to say to our young men and women, this door is open for you. Before you ever even think about making a mistake, come talk to us, let us know.